I'm going to take you into the world of SiUNO and tell you all about the smells. One of the very first scents that they launched with SiUNO was Ulysses. I remember seeing it on Instagram and saying, oh, that looks very interesting. I love the look and feel of this particular brand. So Ulysses is all about transformation and going on the hero's journey. It's also the name of an incredible butterfly from here in Australia. And butterflies are all about transformation. So this one, think citrus wood and going on your own transformational hero's journey, which we're all on, everyone. Yes, we are. So this one, what I love, top notes of bergamot, of course, it's very popular, but also yuzu, which is lovely and bright. Through the middle, clary sage, herbaceous, yummy, but blue cypress. This is what I love about this one. We get strength from it as well as the vitality of the whole essential oils that I love to use. Finishing on the base with Australian sandalwood and smoky vetiver, one of my favorites. Seva is one of them in the collection here for SiUNO, and this is for the floral lovers. It has the rose in it, obviously the color here. And it comes from those Ayurvedic traditions, yogic traditions of finding love and kindness for ourselves and then for others as well. That's like the intention of this particular perfume. So this has galbanum on the top note, so it's kind of sweet from the beginning in a way, and warm, but through the middle is rose absolute and geranium, and both of those give it that real heart of rose to it and connecting with our own heart. On the base is the sandalwood and benzoin, so a very lovely, smooth, resinous, sweet base to it. It's not your traditional rose floral. It is more of that Australian native floral, but with a sophistication to it for sure. A lovely summer date night scent. Now, Sunetto is the next one in the collection. As I sit here and soak in the sun on this gorgeous winter's day here in Bondi, the color says it all. Even the color of the perfume, divine. So Sunetto is all about the sun and honoring the sun in us, the sun around us that gives life, coming back to the sun inside us that gives us life. It is lovely. It's a sweet, spicy scent, and definitely the sweetest one in the collection. On the top is green mandarin, bergamot, and neroli. So it's that interesting sort of citrus start with the neroli that gives us fullness, really, and the powderiness that I really like. In the middle is Buddha wood, and that's why we can see this gorgeous color through it, because that's what Buddha wood really gives to it. Rosewood and frankincense. So the frankincense is giving it its sweetness, and the base is the vetiver and benzoin. So that's why we're getting lots of sort of like smoothness through this one. Let's have a smell. Yeah, it's not your traditional sweet smell. It's not a vanilla sweet at all. The sweet is that spicy sweet. So the frankincense and the benzoin is that kind of sweet. Definitely this feeling of warm, balmy afternoons and evenings. The warmth really comes through in this one. It's a beautiful one. The next one in her collection is Aurelius. So inspired by Marcus Aurelius, who was a wonderful Roman leader, and he wrote the book on Stoicism. So is that real sense of groundedness, earth, protection, solidness. That's what comes through in this particular scent. What I also love about this scent is that rich sort of Roman mythology history, and you smell it as if you're walking through the streets of Rome at that particular time. But it's also quite masculine. I think the men are really going to love this scent. It's actually quite sweet to begin with. but with this sort of incensey strength to it. On the top is a laurel and geranium. So that real sort of Greek laurel sort of feel to it. And then in the middle, Palo Santo and cedarwood atlas. This is where we get that sense of history and coming through the smoke kind of feel. And then finishing with some beautiful vetiver, which clearly gives it the strength. But this one, I keep coming back to because it almost goes sweet on my skin. But very lovely and strong, and it lasts a long time. So I spray them on scent stick, I let them stay overnight, and I come back and I see which one is still sitting there. This is one of them. And actually the newest one in the SiUNO range, that is part of the collection at Sensorium, is Calyptos. And it is very much a nod to Amanda's Australian upbringing and homeland, and a nod to the eucalyptus tree, the eucalyptus scent, but really turning it into a perfume ingredient. Traditionally, eucalyptus is more about cleanliness and maybe even feeling colds and head colds and medicinal, but they really wanted to showcase it as a perfume ingredient, and it's been beautifully done in this one. It is a citrus in a way, because that's where eucalyptus would sit, but with a lot of woodiness and Australian bush for sure. So with the eucalyptus, they've added some green anise and then also some coriander seed. So it gives us a brightness, it gives us aliveness, but also a bit of herbaceousness. But then there's also rosewood, Palma rosa, rose absolute. So there's the heart of it is very floral. Interestingly, the algae almost comes off straight away, but then also it's eucalyptus, but not the usual way you're used to it. So it'll sort of throw you off a bit. Is it eucalyptus? But then it does come. The mentholness sort of comes through. Yeah, this is for the people who love really green, fresh, herb, grass-like scents, and also who love a little bit of Australia and been inspired by coming back to our sense of connection to country. It's very inspired by that as well for Amanda when she was putting the inspiration to this one together.